Alisa.
You put the toy together. It's called Lane.
Show me.
This is me, Alisa, 8 years old in 1991. It was a carefree time before it all started. Back then, my dad filmed all the time, especially me. I lived in Srebrenica. My mom is Serbian, my dad is Bosnian. We never cared. Until Yugoslavia collapsed.
At the end of 1991, the secret arming had begun. Yugoslavia broke up into 6 countries. Then the nationalists came to power. The echoes of war got closer and louder by the day. For the Deutsche Welle, this is Marinko Sekulić-Kokeza.
Early April 1992, the first bombs fell over Sarajevo. It is the beginning of the war in Bosnia.
When the war breaks out, everything changes.
My parents decide that I will stay with my grandparents in Serbia, in Ljubovija, because I am safe there.
I stay separated from my parents for the rest of the war.
There are many things we don't talk about in my family. First and foremost, the Bosnian War. We didn't talk about it while it happened, nor did we afterwards.
The only thing I have left is a VHS tape that my dad filmed for me, and I still have so many questions.
This is why I am doing this journey. Mostly a search for one person, Sejfo Smailović, my father.
That feels good. Hi, Alisa. I got a camera. Well, it's not mine, but I can borrow it now and then. I filmed a lot from the war. But I also record things around the house, the neighbors, the old ones, but also refugees. So you can see what it's like here now. Don't worry about me. We'll see each other soon. Don't ever forget your father.
I remember one morning, I was sleeping and he came, he kissed me, and he left. That's it. It's complete blank after that.
Hello, Auntie.
All good, Alisa?
Good. How about you? I have a question. Do you know Dad's friend, Hasan Hadžić?
I do.
He messaged me a while ago. He told me a few things, like what Dad had told him about me. Do you have his number? I'm hoping he remembers more.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'll look for it and let you know.
Okay, great.
Sophie, how was your last day of school?
Good.
Very nice. Are you excited to go to Serbia this summer? What do you want to do there?
I want to swim in the river.
In Drina? River Drina?
Uh-huh. Get ice cream.
Get ice cream?
Uh-huh.
Very nice. I can't wait also.
Hi, Alisa. I'm going to tell you about the last day I saw you. It was back in Ljubovija. The morning that I decided to leave. Because I had to. They would have killed me had I stayed. You were sleeping, Alisa. I didn't want to wake you. I bent over you, gave you a kiss, and left. I went home. I went to our garden, lied down. I smelled the grass and I knew that I had come home. The whole time, that's all I wanted, to go home.
I wonder why my father decided to return to Srebrenica. It would have been much safer for him to stay away from Bosnia. Ciao, Mama.
I want to ask you how it started. I know very little about what happened when the war began. I stayed with Grandma and Grandpa, and nobody explained anything to me. Even after the war ended, we never really talked about it. When Dad left Ljubovija, Do you know why he returned to Srebrenica? On the tape, he says he couldn't be without Srebrenica, that he longed to smell the grass there, that there's no place like home. But I'm not so sure if that was all.
I'm sorry. It's a little emotional because I wish things had been different. If only what happened between me and him hadn't happened. Me and Sejfo, we really loved each other. Sejfo had a great soul. He was a great man. A Srebrenica patriot. He idealized everything. His homeland, his friends, the people around him. They meant everything to him. They were his life, especially you. And somewhere along the way, we just grew apart.
But why did he return?
For many reasons, partly because of me.
Okay.
Because I was in Srebrenica. Because he hoped he could save our marriage that way.
I mean, he made this tape for me so that if, God forbid, something were to happen to him, I'd remember him. But what do you think? Did he tell you why he wanted to make the tape?
Well, Sejfo, look, when you're living in a situation like the one we were in, you've got a 1% chance of surviving or getting out.
What do you think about me taking this trip to meet his friends and family? Do you think it's good for me to do this?
Yes, I think so. I think it's an important step. You'll learn more about your father. It's very good. Whether good or bad, you have to know either way.
I'm really excited to go there and to find out as much as I can. When will you go? When are you going to Serbia?
I'm going on the 28th.
June. You'll arrive after I do.
My mother is Serbian, my father Bosnian. It was a so-called mixed marriage, like over 50% of marriages in former Yugoslavia. Since the beginning of the war in 1992, this had been a problem. How did my parents live through those years? Did they try to still have fun, to love, to celebrate life, even whilst exposed to the constant risk of losing it? Or did they try just to survive?
We used to swim here when we were little kids, too.
That's my dad. That's your grandfather.
You go there.
Shall we? Sejfo is going to try a jump.
You think I look like him? You don't think I look like him?
Because I can't see the colors.
You can't see the color because this tape is very, very old. So my dad, he made this tape for me, okay, during the war, because I didn't live with him.
How did he send you the tape?
Oh, he sent it through someone that I don't know. I'm gonna try to find out. Now when we go to Ljubovija and Srebrenica, I'll try to ask someone, maybe some of his friends.
The barber shop. Middle Street. This is my shop, but I don't work here anymore. I gave it to Hasso's cousin.
If you don't mind, why don't you go inside and film Srebrenica's finest shop so the world can see? This is Srebrenica's #1 boutique, just like when we lived in peace.
Why did he show you all those people?
He was just showing me how people lived there in this town in Srebrenica during the war. I don't know who they are, but he was showing me where his shop used to be. He used to fix shoes. He used to have his own shop, so he said this is the building where my shop was, and now it's a butcher shop.
It's more like a black market butcher shop. We're going to see Mansour.
Get out of here.
Cut it.
What color hair does he have? Does he have like your hair?
He had like brownish hair.
Did you?
A little bit darker than mine, like yours.
Mine?
But he had blue eyes like me.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you have his blue eyes, I have his hair.
That's right. You see, you have something from him too.
Let him fly. He's probably scared.
Yes, he's scared.
The fighting had started. Everything was now divided. Serbs against Muslims, the police, the government, the streets, even whole territories. The seeds of genocide were sown back then.
Reports circulated that small groups of Bosnian Serb paramilitary forces were committing acts of ethnic cleansing on non-Serb populations.
Innocent civilians suffered. Some died as they sat peacefully at home, waiting for the sound of the jets to diminish. Bosnians now predict a long, agonizing civil war.
Finally, it's that time of the year when we all go back to my grandmother's place in Ljubovija, Serbia. My mom, my aunt, my daughter, and me, we all spend our summers there. This year, I will leave Sofia with them and go in search of my dad's story.
Auntie. Long time no see.
Here come your kisses. Oh, I've missed her so much. Come here.
For you, Alisa, I know it's hardest for you. I'm so sorry. I know you'll grow up without mom and dad. And maybe at school, if someone were to bully you, and if I were there, or your mom, you could say, my father will show you. You'd have protection. I know you're going to go through many things, but you're strong, smart, and you're going to make it. Now I'll tell you about everything that has happened here. On the first day, I sat near a bridge, and a grenade exploded 10 meters away from me. But nothing happened to me. We were bombed constantly. We were attacked from the air, I think about 20 to 25 times, and then we hid. I can't describe to you how the people and children are suffering because of the war. It's better you're not here, that you're spared this. I have lots of footage from the war. If I send it to you, you wouldn't be able to watch it. All the dead people, what happened to us in the hospital, and so on.
Yes?
Hello, good afternoon. May I talk to Sejfo?
This is Sejfo.
Hi, Sejfo. This is Alisa, Sejfo's daughter.
Ah, your voice sounded familiar. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You laugh like your mother.
I wanted to ask you something. I have this tape that Dad sent me.
I know, I was with Sejfo when he recorded it, when he filmed the people of Srebrenica.
Yes, yes. I'm wondering if you have some contact or phone number of someone who knew Dad, who I could call and talk to. I don't know if anyone is alive.
I can try and find out.
Yeah, please see if you can.
I will.
Great, say hi to everyone. Bye, Sejfo.
Bye.
Hello?
Hello, good evening. May I speak to Zeko?
This is Eka. Who's this?
This is Alisa, Sejfo's daughter. Hi there.
How are you, my dear?
I'm good. How are you?
Wait, how old are you now?
I'm 39.
Has it really been so long, my dear?
It sure has. Look, I wanted to ask you something. I have a tape from Dad. He sent it to me in 1995, just before the fall of Srebrenica. I'm looking for relatives and friends who I can sit down with and talk to about Dad.
I must see you.
Yes.
And then we can talk about everything. Okay?
Okay. Bye, Zeko.
Ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao.
The war began and refugees flooded into Srebrenica. The Bosnians could only flee to places that up until that point had not been occupied by the Serbs, Srebrenica and surrounding villages. In March 1993, the retired French General Philippe Morillon, who was commander of UN Profor in Bosnia and Herzegovina during the war, visited the Srebrenica region where more than 40,000 Bosnians had sought protection.
I have now decided to stay here in Srebrenica. You are now under the protection of the UN forces.
But a town built for 4,000 is now refuge and prison to 40,000 in the so-called safe haven of Srebrenica.
Hello, Alisa. This is the old gym next to the school. This used to be a gas station. Now look at it. It's just a refugee hangout. There's even someone living here. Women wash clothes here every day. The houses have no running water. Here are Srebrenicans. How's life?
Good, fine.
Where have you been?
Working.
You're working? Earning a lot?
Oh, yes.
Here's Turko, our former taxi driver. Now he's on foot.
Yes, sir.
The local bar.
At least we can meet and talk together. God willing, Jilla.
Jilla, this is your song.
How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
God, look at you.
How are you?
Good.
You've grown.
Oh, am I in the video? You can't see it too well. Ah, I am there. We tried to get back to normal life when we weren't under attack. It's a challenge. You call a name and that person has to jump in next. Kreja, he weighs 140 kilos now, but he used to look like a model.
When was the last time you saw Dad?
It was around 1995, maybe late February. After that, I left the enclave. We had a conversation. At the time, I didn't know I'd have to leave, just like that, from one day to the next.
Where did you go?
I went to officers' training in Zenica.
Was Dad very attached to Srebrenica?
My gosh, he was so attached. He was from Srebrenica. He loved it. Its people, everything.
And during the war, when you were here, all of you, did you feel protected by the United Nations Protection Force or by anyone else?
They couldn't even protect themselves.
Let alone our people.
It's just, listen, I'm a soldier, I'm telling you. Those troops from the United Nations, I can't place blame on those boys. It was 100 guys from the Netherlands. They were children, unexperienced, no clue about war, what combat is, how people die. What could they have done? Nothing. It was a delusion to think the blue helmets meant protection. It's no secret how to protect people from a military point of view.
Let's watch some more.
A grenade detonated here. We call them pigs.
A grenade.
Oh, that one killed a man and his son. A man named Bego from Lovka. He worked in that job center. Oh, my dear Alisa, what can you do? Keep at it so you can remember your dad.
Yes.
He wasn't a bad man. He was a good one.
Thanks for sharing.
Of course. It's good you're working so hard to preserve these memories so your kids and the next generations can see how it was. They'll be interested in seeing it.
Yes.
Come closer. That's how they drive around, every day. Looks as if they'll be staying for another 10 years. This is how our refugee children look. They don't have clothes. Nothing. They don't know what chocolate is, cookies. When UN Profor soldiers come, the kids call them Mr. Candy. Then a soldier takes some from his pocket and throws it down to them. Then another takes pictures, so they'll have a souvenir to take home with them and look at it when they're back in their own country. Here's my cinema. I show a movie every day. In return, I receive tobacco, flour, canned food, and other things.
Indeed, it is money. And a very large sum. Italian lire, French francs.
I've had it for almost a year. We have good electricity now. I have a video recorder, light bulbs, a generator. I made this generator last year in August. It was the first generator in Petrić. Since then, 50 more generators have been set up.
During the war, I lived only 16 kilometers away from my parents and from Srebrenica, but on the other side of the border between Bosnia and Serbia, impassable at the time. I spent all the war years in Ljubovija, at my grandparents' place.
Granny, I wanted to talk to you for a bit. What was I like as a girl?
You were sad.
Sad? Why?
You were sad. Well, when shots were fired in Bosnia, I found you in my room many times. You'd lay there, beating your head against the couch.
Why?
You had a hard time without your parents, and the shooting scared you. And the worst thing was, you would go out on the terrace and stare towards Bosnia. You'd say, I'm trying to see Srebrenica.
And what did you say to me when you saw me staring, or...
I'd tell you to get away from there, tell you not to look, to calm down. Then I'd go buy you a little gift, to give you some peace and love, so that you didn't get too upset. You were a child. What could I have done?
Did I ask about my parents a lot?
You did, about Dana. Dana would check in over the two-way radio. She'd call us here.
What was my dad like?
That depends. In his youth, he ran around with his gang. He was not a responsible kid. He worked. He had a shoemaker shop. He worked at the waterworks. He had 2 jobs. I think as far as making a living goes, he fought. He did the best he could. I just felt bad for Dana, I mean, because she dropped out of school. She had gotten into a university for economics, but left. After they became a couple, he didn't let her take exams.
Do you remember the tape my dad sent me? The one Grandpa brought?
Yes, but I forget, Alisa. I have forgotten everything I've had to endure.
All right, Alisa, here we have our home. Just to show you what it looks like. Fridge, the oven, neon lights. It's very stylish these days. Here's your room. This is your little bed. Those are your toys, just a few. Do you remember those? And here are the videotapes. It's all war footage. A bit of peace, a bit of war. I'm preserving it for the future. Do you remember the shoemaker? Hi, Alisa. I didn't show you your parrot yet. He's yours. He's doing well. He's the only bird that will survive the war. A few days ago, I don't remember if I told you already, but your mother and I finalized our divorce. Ask her why one day. Although it doesn't matter. You'll see your mother in a sec. This is the drugstore, the place where she works.
Let me use this chance to say hello to you through this tape Sejfo is making. For the time being, Sejfo and I will be good friends. This kiosk is nothing special. It will have to do because it's the best job I can get here. I just want to tell you that I'm good. As good as one can be in Srebrenica. It's not great, but it's doable. I hope it will be better one day. I want to say hi and tell you that I love you very much.
I discovered things about my father and mother I had absolutely no idea of. I do not judge either of them. I'm an adult and can understand both of them. I would have liked things to have been different between them, but it is too late now to take one side. And in any case, they never asked me what I thought about their breakup. I was never included in their decision to divorce. I was not even in Srebrenica at the time.
How has this place, the Ljubovija? It's hardly changed at all, except for being overgrown.
But they're cutting down trees in this area. That garden was here, the bowling alley, and a restaurant.
Yes, the bowling alley.
And there was an old building down there.
That's on that video.
Yeah, that video was filmed here. There were 5 or 6 of us. Me, Sejfo, Faki, Roya, Sherli, Farid, Faki's brother. We watched the sunrise a million times. A million times. We'd come on Friday and leave for work on Monday. And then Sejfo met your mom. She was one hell of a girl. We were at their marriage, your birth. We wouldn't have missed it. No one ever imagined that something would happen. It all happened very suddenly.
Weren't there signs pointing to it? How did they not know?
There was so much overlap.
Within the religions.
Yeah, there was so much overlap in the religions that you never dreamed it would happen.
They lived well together.
Lived together, did everything together. The priest, Toko. At Christmas, he slaughtered a lamb and a piglet, because both Serbs and Muslims came to him on Christmas Eve. Almost all of his friends were Muslims. It was such a peaceful time.
People loved each other so much. How could they turn on each other? Even neighbor against neighbor. It's just inconceivable how much hate was brought in.
I don't know about after, but until then, it had been fine.
I see.
What changed in people's minds after that?
God knows. It's an enigma.
The 17-truck convoy was carrying 137 tons of food and medical aid for the besieged Bosnian-Muslim town of Srebrenica.
The Serbs refused to allow the humanitarian aid across the river into Bosnia to relieve the starving in Srebrenica.
Srebrenica has been surrounded by Serbian forces for several months. Aid workers called conditions in the town abysmal.
The Serb-controlled water plant outside the town has been destroyed. There's no electricity. Red Cross workers say it's only a matter of weeks before typhoid and dysentery attack here too. Serbs don't bother to bombard this city anymore. It's cheaper to starve the people into submission. UN Commander Rose believes the Bosnian Serbs will agree to sign up to the ceasefire proposed last week.
There's goodwill on both sides, and I'm hopeful we're going to get some conclusion by the weekend.
Even General Mladić, a key figure in any ceasefire, said the sticking points were minor, resolvable.
Mama.
Come here. Coming. Let me show you some things on the tape. Let's see if you can identify anyone.
Okay.
Sejfo. Well, these are... Do you know anyone? I'm so bad with names because it was 26 years ago and I've been trying to push it away. You haven't watched it before? No. I know him. Is he alive or... No, he's not alive. Killed, yes. That guy is also from Srebrenica, but I don't know his name. He's gone. Who's this guy? He's a Serb.
Yeah.
He lived above the mosque. He had a Muslim wife during the war. Is he alive? No. That's Cake's brother. Did he survive? Well, I don't think he did. The only ones left are Cake and the hairdresser. Let's see what else is there. Look at Sejfo. I bought him that blue shirt. You did? Gary. There's Gary. Look at how young he was. We were all young back then. We left our youth in that war.
This war has shaped my whole life. It has no beginning and no end. My grandmother asked me to stop thinking about what happened during the war. I, however, before following her advice, need to dive a little deeper still. Because this war has left deep marks on all of us. On my grandma, my mom, my aunt, and me. It will probably leave marks on Sofia as well. I'll call you from Sarajevo, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna be there just a few days.
But how long? A week?
No, just a few days.
5 days?
3 days.
3 days?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I love you.
I'm gonna miss you. I love you too.
Miss you. Miss you. Miss you.
Right now, I have decided not to talk to Sofia about the war that happened in former Yugoslavia. She's very young. I think that when Sofia grows up, I'll be able to explain her things in a way where she will understand. Just because this war happened doesn't mean that she needs to hate the world.
Oh! Hello, my darling.
Hello, Auntie. How are you?
I'm good. My dear, you should be proud of the father you had. As far as you're concerned, he loved you very much.
Do you remember the last time you saw him?
I don't remember the last time exactly. I took the last bus out of Srebrenica. There were no buses after that. The bus was going from Srebrenica to Germany, and somehow we managed to get me and the kids on it, and I left.
Why did Djevad stay in Srebrenica?
My husband Djevad didn't want to leave. I told him to come with me, but he said no. That was a mistake. We had a farm with sheep, chickens, a cow. He just couldn't leave it.
Hey there!
I'm sweaty.
Doesn't matter.
I just came from work.
Auntie and I are talking.
Oh, I see you're being interviewed.
Yes.
Why are you laughing?
Hey, Mom.
Come sit with us.
So what's up?
Not much.
Work?
Tired, you know how it is.
You're still at the same job? Oh, great. A few days ago, I was watching the tape my dad made for me. There's a part where Djevad is at Rije and Shafik's house, and they all say hello. I'll go get the tape.
Your father.
Hi, Alisa. I'm your uncle Djevad. You might have forgotten me, since you left a while ago. I'm alone here. Your cousins are not here. Đuđa, Keka, Suče. We really miss you during the war. We think of you a lot. You are so close by, yet we cannot get to each other. But the important thing is that we're okay. Keep being good to your grandma.
And Grandpa.
And Grandpa, too. Many greetings to you. I hope you stay well. And we hope to see you all soon.
That's when nothing mattered anymore.
Srebrenica is becoming a slaughterhouse. Will anyone come witness the tragedy at Srebrenica and what's happening to its people? An outrageous crime against the Bosnian population.
So, Alisa, it's going to be war here. It's going to be bloody here, at least that's what I think. These people, they don't like us. They call us Turks, but what can I do? I'm Muslim, and there's nothing I can do about it. That's that.
They're cleansing the town. You can go down easily.
Okay, I know. Follow me slowly. Run! Take advantage of their panic.
The Dutch battalion is now moving north towards Potocari, with some estimations of about 7,000 refugees moving up the road towards Potocari itself.
Let's go to Potocari, and then straight on to Bratunac.
Is there any civilian inside? Is there any civilian, women, children?
Women and children, yes.
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 How many? Oriental.
I think about 4,000.
4,000. Is there any Muslim soldiers in the inside?
I can guarantee you that there's no Muslim soldiers.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And
children.
Women?
Yes. Yeah, women.
Sick, healthy.
Yeah, children.
How many men? A few, not much.
How old they are?
No BIH.
How old they are?
I haven't seen them all.
Everyone who wants to stay can stay. Anyone who wants to leave the area can use the buses and trucks provided.
Directed by military leader Ratko Mladić, soldiers separated Muslim men and boys from their wives, sisters and daughters.
But when they reached Muslim territory, only women and children emerged. The men of Srebrenica had disappeared.
I learned that in the days following the fall of Srebrenica, thousands of people tried to escape through the forest to reach the free territory of Tuzla. A very long column of people forms in the forest, walking for days through the woods without orientation, hoping to go in the right direction. My mom is among them.
Mom, how did you find each other?
We met each other in the last ambush. Actually, before the ambush. He was a child, young.
It was so sudden. We took food from the dead.
It was the first time we'd eaten in ages.
Where'd you get water from?
We had to take water from the streams. I remember once when we were at a stream and I drank from it. I thought the water, it didn't smell right. When I went upstream, maybe about 50 meters up, the river was full of corpses, of people who'd been killed.
That's a shortcut. So some people went that way, but we walked here.
A shortcut to where?
To go through the forest.
You never knew what was waiting for you every 50 meters. Who is going to be there? You just don't know. People are scared, afraid. And you just hope that when you climb to the top of a hill, you'll see the finish line. Freedom, that's all we wanted.
The entire time we walked, I hoped to see Sejfo. I was desperate to know if he had survived or not.
Nobody told me how he was killed because a lot of people died that probably were with him. At one point in my life, I wanted to imagine what he went through, but I realized that other things are more important. To know how he was really, to hear some stories from his friends. Those are deeper things for me.
Over 8,000 Muslim men and boys massacred in Srebrenica. After burying them in mass graves, troops later dug them up and scattered their body parts to hide their war crimes.
Although Srebrenica officially was given the status of a UN safe area, 27 months later that protection failed. Genocide was carried out in Srebrenica. It is the biggest crime in Europe since World War II. Reporting for the Deutsche Welle from Srebrenica, Marinko Sekulic-Kokeza.
Hello.
How are you?
Good morning.
It's good to see you.
You look like Sejfo.
Do I?
Please come in.
Thank you very much. How nice.
I remember you before the war. I didn't know you. You were so small. But I remember Sejfo's stories. He was always telling us about you. Alisa this, Alisa that. You were his everything.
Do you think anyone could have prevented this tragedy in Srebrenica?
Absolutely, if they had wanted to. It certainly could have been prevented, but there was no will. The Dutch battalion didn't intervene. But it wasn't just the Dutch. UN Profor was made up of several countries. The planes stationed in Italy, which later bombed Serbia and the positions of the army of Republika Srpska around Sarajevo, could have intervened and stopped it.
Yes, exactly.
The government of Sarajevo only remembers Srebrenica when they need to get donations, help, support from the West. The international community has its own dirty laundry from the war, and they want to speak as little as possible about Srebrenica. And what are we, those who live here, those who come back? We are collateral damage, all three nations, nothing more. That's why there aren't any young people here anymore.
What do you think needs to happen in order for peace to be restored?
Well, those who lobby for but never openly use the word war, get them out. Get people who are not poisoned by nationalism and chauvinism. There are young people out there who don't care. But it is possible. We who returned to Srebrenica are proof of that. Us Serbs, Bosniaks, and a small number of Catholics, we, the original people, and we're still together today. We lived together as a family once.
It is crazy how war makes some people turn into monsters. It's typical from the war, you know, it's like, now I have the opportunity to say whatever I want to say, that I couldn't say it before. You know, now I have opportunity to hate who I want to hate. It is so surreal to hear these things, you know? And to me, everything behind that is hate. It is what you bring out of your house, what you hear out of other people, your parents or whatever, you know. It is just, it's incredible. It is beyond me that these people who live together with each other allow themselves to be involved in that. It is insane to me how someone can just change overnight, you know. I mean, I cannot understand that fully. I'm trying in my mind to understand, but there's no understanding because it's not the right thing. Around 8,000 Bosnians are killed in about 10 days. Even today, not all victims have been identified. Every year on July 11th, newly identified victims are buried in a memorial cemetery in Potočari.
Imagine this with 500, 600 coffins. The space was completely full.
When Dad's remains were found, there were other remains too. 500 bodies.
And even the remains of a one-day-old baby.
Did my dad ever tell you he was making a tape for me?
I didn't know he was making a tape strictly for you, but we who lived outside of Srebrenica were also getting video messages from him.
Let me ask you, what do you remember about my dad? I mean, if you have memories of him, what are they?
Of course, all of us from Srebrenica have memories of him. He was a very positive character. He was admired by all his friends. I used to work in a jewelry store, and next door was the shoemaker's shop where he worked. And sometimes all of the workers and shop owners would stand at the doors and shout over to one another. And Srebrenica echoed with laughter. We had no idea what was coming, that the street would not even exist, and that 90% of the people who had laughed are now, unfortunately, the ones buried at the memorial center.
Without you, nobody in the world would ever see me. Keep going.
May God be with you.
God willing, I'll make it. Alaikum salam.
I'll relay it to everyone.
Send my regards to the world.
I will.
I'm from MSF.
MSF, yes.
15.
Oh, really?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're our staff member.
Ah, yes.
Oh
Oh my God. Never will recognize you. Oh my God. Amazing, really, to see you.
When did you leave?
95. I went to by the
woods.
Woods. 17 days. Yeah. This is my daughter, Alisa.
Hi, nice to meet you.
She's from Doctors Without Borders. We used to work together.
It's after the deportation on 12th and 13th.
Why do you come back here?
I come back because the people I'm meeting here, like the medical staff from the hospital or others, understand best what we all together have been through. I need to share with people who have gone through this as well. And I want to show also, this is not forgotten, and I will never forget. I can never forget. It changed my life. And it took me many years to understand that it was not my fault that the enclave fell and so many people were killed.
When did you arrive to Srebrenica?
24 June.
In 1995 you arrived?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the bombing started already.
Yeah.
So, and your mother was working in one of the ambulantes around Srebrenica, and when I met her yesterday, it was wonderful to meet her.
Yes. Do you have any memory of the day when the troops came into Srebrenica?
Yes. Actually, I remember one situation on 13th of July when a Bosnian Serbian soldier came to me fully armed and with a German dog, and he was followed by a Muslim man who was really, you could read in his eyes, he was so stressed and so fearful, and he had his baby on his arm. It was maybe a year or so, and I did not speak Bosnian, but I understood that the father said he has nobody for the baby. The mother was gone missing or dead, and he wanted to give me that baby. And it wasn't been said, but I knew in that moment that he was supposed to be killed. He has been found in a mass grave later, and he gave me his baby. And this is, for me, the most symbolic situation, the separation of a child from his father. And I think I cannot imagine the pain you must feel by having lost your father.
Yes. I think for 10 years not knowing where he was, I think that was the worst.
Yeah.
And I suffered a lot through that period just because I didn't have comfort from anyone. To talk to me about it. You know, I kind of dealt with my pain by myself.
Okay, that must be difficult.
It was very, very hard.
Yeah.
And then when I found out in 2005 that they found him, it was You know, I was very, very sad, but it was a relief to, you know, to have a grave to go to. I think that's when that insane, tremendous pain kind of started to slowly disappear, because I think it's the worst when you don't know where someone is, you know.
But do you feel that you can come to peace today?
I do. You know why? Because I've accepted what has happened, and I'm so grateful to him that he made this tape for me.
Yes.
I mean, that's like, for me, it's like you found a piece of gold.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know that my dad would be very happy that I'm doing this, you know.
Well, Alisa, I need to tell you something. I lived on my own for a year and a half, but when Granny died, I decided to get married. Her name is Sadika. And we have a daughter. She's your sister. Her name is Fatima. We call her Mima. She looks a lot like you. Your mom says so too. Don't forget, she is your sister.
Hey, my pretty little one. Hey there. You're beautiful.
Yep.
So are you. Age can't do anything to you, nor do you. You know what? I'm going to be 30 next year, but I'm scared. Of what? I'm afraid of the number. When I was small, 30 was old. For her. Thanks. I wanted to tell you. I watched Dad's tape, the one I copied for you. Oh, yeah. So, before I came here, I contacted some of his friends. Hassan, Chelo. I talked to Geho. I talked to sorry, but I don't know them. Oh, yeah, you don't know them. And what did you find out? He loved music very much. Mom told me a lot about when they dated. He always dressed like John Travolta. I can see it now. He had that specific walk, you know, how he walked? With that swagger in his step? I wish I could remember my time with him. I was so small. There's no memories. Sure, I understand. I'm so sorry you never got to know him. That you don't remember holding his hand, hugging him. It breaks my heart, you know? It's such a shame about the distance. I wish we were closer so we could hang out, so we could talk more about it. I think maybe it would help both of us.
I think he felt the same. That's why he told you on the tape. You have your sister Fatima, and I'll tell her about you. I've known about you for as long as I can remember.
I'm glad to have you. I see him in you.
Well, Alisa, that's it for now. I love you very much. I'll always be your father. I'm not sure when you'll get this tape. Write to me. Never forget me.
Sejfo wanted me to make this journey, to come and find him, to find out who he was. Above all, he wanted me to learn to enjoy every moment of life and to care for others as he did. He madly loved the Serbian woman. He unconditionally loved me, his Bosnian Serb daughter. He had friends of every religion and ethnicity until his end. For me, this is what remains of him, along with the freedom of not having to choose, because I am a daughter of that freedom. My father made me free to exist above differences, to dance on hate, to ignore the skepticism my Serbian accent causes in some, and my Bosnian surname in others. It showed me the way to trample on prejudice and keep all ethnic, religious, and racial hate away from me. This is what he passed on to me, and this is what I wish to pass on to Sofia.